Welcome to this edition of Growing at Reiman Gardens. My name is Steil, Education and Plant Collections Coordinator here at the Gardens. Today we're going to be talking about winter interest.
The indoor conservatory at Reiman Gardens is not the only place that you can enjoy wonderful things during the winter here in Iowa. There are many wonderful things to see outside. Both perennial and woody plants add a lot of interest in the winter garden. Evergreens and ornamental grasses are common things to add to the garden to bring in winter interest, but there are other characteristics in plants that you can look for that bring in color and interest to your winter landscape. Things such as evergreens and ornamental grasses are very common, but there are other things that you can add to the winter landscape, such as garden ornamentation like these birdhouses and other shrubs with decorative bark, berries, or other features that bring lots of winter interest into your garden. As I said earlier, evergreens are a wonderful addition for the winter landscape. Things such as these Colorado blue spruces bring much needed color during the white winter months. Other plants include bright Chamaecyparis or yews and junipers. Even dwarf conifers add wonderful color and shape and texture to the winter landscape. Ornamental grasses with their decorative seed heads are also wonderful additions to the winter landscape. This northern sea oats and this panicum both add movement and texture to the white landscape. Other perennials, like this Rattlesnake Master and its seed heads, or the blackberry lily with its black seed pods, add wonderful interest and color. Hydrangeas are another shrub that add wonderful texture with its large dried flower heads. Colorful yellow twig dogwood and the wonderful paperbark maple are both examples of bark that is interesting and that stands out quite well against snow and brown in the winter landscape. Other things to look for are broadleaf evergreen plants or semi-evergreen plants like this viburnum or the holly. This Meserve holly has that classic holly leaf that adds green and interest into the garden while there's snow on the ground. Persistent and colorful fruit is another great addition to the winter landscape. This chokeberry will not only add interest and color, but will also attract birds and other wildlife. Other characteristics to look for are really anything that helps add interest in an otherwise rather dull time in the garden. The large fuzzy buds of the star magnolia are a perfect example of this. Other examples include vines with interesting shape and habit. This Kentucky wisteria growing on an arbor not only has the wonderful twisted branches, but also decorative and interesting seed pods. Lastly, form and design are also important to consider when designing for the winter landscape. This weeping tree or this line of trees all become more apparent when there are no leaves on the trees and shrubs. A good example is the herb garden. Here, the evergreen boxwood hedge outlines the formal beds quite well. This adds a lot of winter interest.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Growing at Reiman Gardens. For more information or more videos, you can visit our website at reimangardens.com.